Well, welcome everybody to a bit of an overcast day today. It's Wednesday, October 25th. The start of my nice little 5-day weekend I decided to take here towards the end of the year. I had a little bit of PTO left over from the summertime, so I thought I would take a long weekend here and there. And today I decided to come to a place I haven't been to, I want to say in about 2 years. It is one of the most beautiful places here in kind of eastern Pennsylvania. The last time I was here, I rode the train, and that's what we're gonna do today. Last time I did this, it was during the summertime, and now we're here end of October, and man, the colors are just gorgeous. Welcome to Jim Thorpe. Before we make our way down, I got to pay for my parking here real quick, but come down here to the beautiful Lehigh River and just look at that. Now it is a little bit chilly today. It was only about 40 something on my way up here, but it is supposed to be in the high 60s and even low 70s and even warmer tomorrow. So I wanted to take advantage of the nice weather while it lasted. One thing about central Pennsylvania here is we get about 2 weeks of really nice foliage with the leaves changing, and then everything falls off the trees and it's dead until spring. Got to take advantage of it when you can. How fancy I'd see you here. How you doing?
Good. Good to see you in Jim Thorpe.
Yeah, finally made it back.
Oh,
Wanted to take advantage of this this relatively nice weather.
well, you got colors at peak, particularly here. It's thinned out a little bit in Lehigh Gorge now, but it's still very pretty.
Yeah, it is.
Still very nice.
Yeah. Well, it was nice running into our friend Jamie there, who actually works for Reading and Northern here in Jim Thorpe. Not sure what car she's going to be on. She's going to text me later to find out where she's going to be. I think I am going to still stick with the open air car. It's one of my favorite cars to ride on any train ride like this. I love doing it in Strasburg when we get to ride the open air, especially when we were behind 611 back in the late spring there. And I'm hoping, I don't know if it's going to happen this year or not, but I'd like to get down, and I know I've said it numerous times, to the Western Maryland Scenic Railway. I did look at the dates for today and tomorrow, and they're just about all sold out. So, but that's all right. I can always do that next year or in the spring. And hopefully next year or the year after, you know, actually venture out further, maybe even out west to ride some of the rails out there. And if you're wondering what this little fuzzy thing is here on my lapel, that is a new microphone that I got. It's the DJI wireless microphone system. It actually consists of 2 receivers and 1 transmitter, so I could actually have a friend of mine or someone else mic'd up just like this and get some really nice clean audio. And one good thing about the transmitter is that it plugs directly into the USB-C port on the side of the Osmo Action 3 here. And who knows, maybe I'll hop over onto Molly McGuire's over there and get some lunch after the train ride. I think the first ride is at 11 o'clock, and for this particular one, it's first come, first serve for the Autumn Leaves ride. I think that's what it's called. I couldn't buy anything in advance. It's such an awesome little town here. And that up there on the hill is I believe it's pronounced the Asa Packer Mansion. And I don't know the history about that. I know I've seen it from the air with the drone, and it is beautiful. I love the color of it. All right, got my ticket, and we have about, I'd say about an hour before we have to board the train. It's only about 9:30. So I'm gonna walk down to the end of the trail here, and maybe we'll send the bird up in the air. Jamie just texted me, let me know what car she's going to be on. But I got about a half hour before we board, so I'm going to walk back over, show you guys some more of the train station here, and just some of the, it's gorgeous today. I love it. And I'll spin you around, and if you see across there, is that little culvert that Jay, myself, and Alan went into. And I think Jay, if I'm not mistaken, did return and actually went all the way. That tunnel right there, that culvert runs all the way up under Jim Thorpe. And he did come out, I want to say, like the other side, so to speak. A lot of water coming through there right now with some of the rain we've had, but just beautiful. So you can see up on the hill there. And there is a house right up there, a mansion of sorts. I can't even imagine having a view like that. Imagine coming out and having a cup of coffee on the back porch there. So Jamie just texted me back, and it does look like I am going to be riding on the car that she's going to be working in, so that'll be pretty neat. But like her and I were talking about, if you ever get the chance to come up to Jim Thorpe, I highly recommend it. But I would recommend doing it, sorry, I want to get you guys out of the sun there. I would recommend taking a day off from work if you can and come up during the weekday. Like it's Wednesday today. Jamie even said that because of the foliage, like this week, last week, and maybe even next week, it is busy during the week as well. There was only a couple people ahead of me when I got my ticket, so I'm an early starter, so I don't really have to worry about that too much. A couple years ago, Jay had booked the caboose. That was one heck of a ride, even though it was about 93 degrees. If you guys remember, Alan had the world's longest selfie stick sticking out of the top of that to get the entire train. And I believe it's going to be one of these cars. I don't see, that's 22, 19, 21, and we're the first open air car. So we'll make sure to sit up there with Jamie. And because this is a relatively long bike trail, I'll look up online to see just how long this particular trail is. I know Jay a while back this year did the bike train where you load your bike up on the train, you ride the train down so many miles, and then you ride the train back on the trail. So when I get an e-bike, that might be something really fun to do. But a lot of these rail trails and whatnot have these all these little tools here on to, you know, like fix your bike. They got like Phillips head, flathead, some Allen wrenches, and air as well. So it's pretty neat that they give you this little work stand in case you have an issue with your bike. And they have all these info boxes all over the place to, you know, so you can see the schedule. Got Santa trains. That might be kind of fun to do in December. Well, we're gonna make our way around to the other side of the train. I just got done talking to Jamie and catching up with her. But we're gonna hop on. We're about ready to board. It's about 10:25, and go for a nice little ride. Yeah, Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern is what it's called. And this is 2013. Yeah, we got quite a crowd already waiting. This is why you get here early.
Oh, the train is going that way, yes.
Hey, I know you.
Hey, you look familiar. You think we're going to let this guy ride? All right, he can ride today. Welcome aboard.
Thanks, Jamie.
You're welcome.
All right, so we are just gonna park right here on the open air car.
And step back into an era when coal was king and railroads provided a late way of life for the region. I have a few important announcements. For your safety, we ask that you please keep your head, hands, and legs, for that matter, we're not kidding, inside the windows due to some close rock passes, trees, and the occasional freight train. Please have your tickets ready. Your car host will be moving through shortly to stamp all tickets.
are off for the first ride of the day. Now we're going to get to see the, or I'm really going to get to test the microphone because I have it on my shirt here. We are, like as you can see, in the open air car, and it is pretty noisy. And there is a decent amount of wind coming through here, so I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. But and Jamie's coming around getting everybody's ticket here.
The bridge that we will soon pass under as we travel through the entrance to the rail yard is the Route 903 bridge in Glenanoco, while also enjoying horse and carriage rides. In its heyday, the hotel boasted year-round tenants as well as notable guests. However, in 1911, a fast-moving brush fire destroyed the hotel, and the land was left to be reclaimed by Mother Nature. Not a trace of it remains today. The pass you just traveled through is known as the Rock Cut and is the southern gateway of Lehigh Gorge State Park. As we continue our journey, you may see deer, turkeys, black bear, and other smaller native animals roaming through the gorge, as well as various types of hawks, vultures, and even the occasional bald eagle gliding high above us. The lush forest sheltered in the valley of the mountains is the perfect habitat for Pennsylvania's wildlife, both big and small. Soon to the right along the next several miles, you may get a glimpse of portions of what was the Lehigh Canal. You may also notice some of our state flower, the mountain laurel, typically blooming in the early spring, as well as a thriving variety of oaks, maples, poplars, and birch trees. As summer turns into fall, visitors flock into the Lehigh Gorge to see a variety of reds, oranges, and yellows paint the walls of the gorge, thanks to the variety of native trees and shrubs in the park. Suspended above the tracks of the Lehigh River, it spans approximately 365 feet. With the old Tidewater oil pipeline, constructed in 1879, it was the first successful oil pipeline in the world, initially running 109 miles from Toryville to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, and later extended to Bayonne, New Jersey. Today, its twin pipes carry fiber optic cables and total 20 dams and 29 locks. It was destroyed by a flood in the 1860s and was replaced by railroad.
Oh, okay.
You can never see that before because this was all overgrown.
Yeah.
We cleared it out earlier this year. You want to come over to this side. That damaged panel is going to be a little bit around this next corner. Right up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Lehigh Gorge State Park has a rich history of natural beauty and has been through much growth over the last 2 centuries. 6,107-acre park stretches from the Francis C. Walter Dam in Luzerne County to Jim Thorpe and is characterized by the state as a deep, steep-walled gorge carved by a river, thick vegetation, rock outcroppings, and waterfalls. 20 miles of the D&L Trail traverse the gentle sloping pathway into Jim Thorpe, so that even on the hottest and driest days of summer, the creek never runs dry. There will be a large rock by the tracks on the left or mountainside of the train. A small waterfall will be right after that, so keep watching. Now, wasn't that exciting? And we'll see you again on our return trip. But now we have reached our destination, Old Penn Haven, also known as Penn Haven Junction. This is one of the most desolate spots along the rails, located about 7 miles north of Jim Thorpe and 5 miles east of Weatherly. The wide area that we are passing through was once an important location on the canal system and later the railroad. At one time, this junction was the intersection for the canal and 5 rail lines, including the Beaver Meadow and Hazleton inclined planes. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, small railroading communities thrived in this area and was only accessible by foot,
Already
boat,
here, Old
or
Penn
rail.
Haven.
Yeah.
Welcome to Old Penn Haven.
Yeah, he was moving.
Yeah.
Once the train comes to a complete stop, passengers seated in standard coach and standard coach
It's like
only may
20
get out of
minutes
their
out,
seats
and then it'll go
and
a
either
little
push
bit
or pull the
slower
middle
back
of the
at a couple
seat back.
points.
Yeah. There it is. They're not kidding when they say if you blink, you're going to miss it. A nice shot of the locomotive there. Like I said, that's Reading and Northern 2013. And I definitely want to come back up here next year and hopefully ride behind 425 if it ever comes back. And also 2102 if it ever comes back as well.
We are again approaching the Coalport Bridge, and again a friendly reminder, very close clearance on both sides of the train and through this bridge. After the Coalport Bridge, we will recross the Nesquehoning Bridge, where a look downriver to the left will give you a brief view of East Jim Thorpe, and a look upriver to the right will give you a view of our new railroad bridge and the Lehigh River.
Come over to the other side and get a shot of the river.
You get to see the east side of Jim Thorpe from here.
Wow,
Best
that
view.
is gorgeous.
That's the best view.
Just ahead is Nesquehoning Junction. When we re-enter downtown Jim Thorpe on our return trip, make sure to look to the right of the county courthouse and you will see 2 mansions sitting on the hill.
All of these trees
Those
here,
mansions,
this was a
built
rail
by
yard
philanthropist
here.
and Lehigh Valley Railroad founder
And then you're
Asa
starting to be
Packer,
able to see
were the
where a
family
rail
homes
came
until the
up on
death of
this
daughter
land
Mary
yeah.
Packer Cummings
here.
in 1912.
And you'll see
The Asa Packer Mansion on the left is a preserved history from the 1800s and is available for tours. Please check with the
Okay.
tourist agency in the station for times and availabilities of those tours. The Harry Packer Mansion on the right is operated as a bed and breakfast.
I bet.
Like people kind of don't. Yeah. So this diesel here, 2014, that's identical, almost identical to 2013. It's GT38-2. That one was built in 1971. 2013 was built in 1973. But they're completely refurbished. They have what's called 2013 has what's called the Admiral cab. The windows are actually tilted forward. They do it on like a cruise ship or a battleship. This way, when the rain hits it, it doesn't like.
On behalf of the management and staff of the railroad, we would like to thank you for riding with us today. After we come to a complete stop in the station, please exit the train only where there is an open door and step box with a uniformed car host present. We ask that you take your time getting off the train and remember to hold on to the yellow handrails and watch your step. For more information about our trains and about future schedules, please visit www.lgsry.com. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your time in the historic town of Jim Thorpe, taking in all it has to offer.
And we're coming up on the bike train here that Jay did a while back. When I get my e-bike, like I said earlier in the video, that's something I'd like to do.
Are you from the area or? Okay.
And can't really see it through the trees, but there's the Asa Packer mansion right there. And then I forget what the other one is right next to it. Just beautiful architecture here. Well, we just finished up a very quick 45-minute ride up the Lehigh Valley there. Like I said, he was moving pretty good, and they do that so they can actually get more rides in and out throughout the course of the day, and that's why it's first come, first serve. And coming up here, we have a trolley here, so you can do trolley tours all throughout Jim Thorpe. That might be something to do at another time. I had a ball today despite it being a little chilly and overcast. It was a great time, great hanging out with Jamie, and I may come back for the Santa trains in December. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, and be sure to check out Jamie's channel as well. I'll put hers down in the description below. But like always, we'll see you soon.